What's up, everyone? I'm Coach D. So as of today, almost 53,000 of you guys have decided to subscribe to my page. Words cannot explain how grateful I am, how inspired I am by your generosity. So please keep liking, sharing, commenting. Please keep subscribing to my page. I really do appreciate you guys. So Matt Gaetz has had these sexual misconduct allegations for a while now. It's been years. But even with all of that, Donald Trump still decided to nominate him to be his next attorney general. So as soon as Donald Trump nominated him, Matt Gaetz decided to step down from the House abruptly. He probably thought that he would get away from these charges unscathed because he wasn't in the House anymore and Donald Trump had nominated him as Attorney General. Well, because of this ethics report that was supposed to come out 2 days after he was nominated, people still wanted to know what was in that ethics report. So they were still asking for it. So Matt Gaetz, after going to the Capitol, speaking with the senators, saying that he had a great meeting with them and all of that, decided to then abruptly step down from being nominated as Attorney General. You would think that someone like in the position Matt Gaetz is in, right, decides to abruptly step down from the House, decides to abruptly step down from his nomination as Attorney General, you would think the logical conclusion for most of us is that he's trying to hide something. The entire time they were trying to keep this ethics report from coming out. Most of us who are logical, who have a fully developed brain, think, hey, where there's smoke, there's fire, right? If Matt Gaetz is trying to hide this so bad, and Republicans are trying to hide this so bad, we should even more so want to see it. You would think that would be the logical conclusion for everyone. You would think most people would think enough is enough. I don't care how MAGA you are. I don't care how Trumper you are. I don't care how much of a Republican you are. Where there's smoke like this, you got to think there's fire. So most of us are like, okay, we need to see this ethics report. This guy needs to be held accountable. You would think that would be the logical conclusion for everyone. But no. MAGAs are actually upset that they think that they found that there were like 4 senators who weren't going to support Matt Gaetz in his bid to be Attorney General. They're mad at them for not wanting to support someone who possibly went to parties with, did drugs with, and slept with underage girls. This guy, who is a right-wing, nut type of guy, said this on X: I don't care who Matt Gaetz had sex with. I don't care when he had sex with them. I don't care about that. I care about him dismantling the deep state or something to that effect. What do you mean? So you're basically saying that you don't care that this man may have partied with, did drugs with, and slept with underage girls. You don't care about that. You just want him to push Donald Trump's agenda that bad. And it wasn't just him. You go to the comments. Matt Gaetz made the statement that, I went and I spoke with the senators. Things were so good, but I'm going to step away so that I'm not a distraction to Donald Trump and J.D. Vance's transition. You go to the comments in that. You would think there would be comments from MAGAs going, oh, you're trying to hide something. You must be guilty. No, the comments are not that. They are more so like, we love you, Matt. We're going to miss you. Please don't step down. Please go back to the House. I mean, seriously, let's look at some of these comments. This one says, retake your seat in Congress. We need you, Matt. You're still technically a representative-elect. We need you for what? This guy probably is a sexual predator. You're willing to ignore all of that and have this man take his seat in Congress again? This is pathetic. This one says, what the F? We want you, Matt, to lead the DOJ. We gave Donald J. Trump a mandate and he chose you. He chose a sexual predator. The guy stepped away from Congress because he was afraid of an ethics report coming out. Then he stepped away from being the AG because he's still afraid of that ethics report to come out. Seriously, ask yourselves, if this were a Democrat, would you be saying these things? And then you have this lady who ran for Congress, or I don't even remember. She did all those ads where she had guns and she's like, I'm going to take out the liberals and all kind of crazy things. She said this: come hell or high water, I have your back, Matt. God bless you and Ginger. You have the back of someone who's trying to hide an ethics report that tells us if they're a freaking child predator or not. God bless him. What about the victims? What about his victims? You're saying God bless him. How about God bless his victims to be able to live after being assaulted by this man? These people are pathetic. There are so many of them out there. Charlie Kirk saying, we need to primary these senators who wouldn't support Matt Gaetz. These are the people who call themselves the Family Values Party. These are the people who call themselves the Christian Values Party. These are the people who pled with you to go and watch Sound of Freedom because we need to save the kids. They don't want to save the kids. I'm to believe that they hate children and they hate women because they keep on rising up to prominence people who have past that have sexual assaults in them. Like literally, RFK Jr. was asked about the assault allegations against him, and he said, we all have a past. What? Republicans, MAGAs, Trumpers, none of them are coming and speaking out against this. There are a small minority of people out there who were willing to stand up to someone like Matt Gaetz and Donald Trump. I'm telling you guys, it's going to be a wild 4 years. Donald Trump is going to have problems with some of these nominations because of their horrible past, and Democrats need to keep their foot on the gas. I've said this many times in my videos. Now is the time to stop mourning the loss of the election. Get up, pull your socks up, get in the fight, and let's go to work. Period.
Don't want no enemies or ops. Envy in their heart, I tell them stop. Vacation on the yacht.